Hi there. My name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, sometimes from the junk drawer, or the kids' room, or the garage, but the way things are looking and the way things are going, I'm able to get to the Dollar Tree more. So that's exciting. Hope you're doing well. Know that you are in my prayers weekly. And so here we are. This is for the fifth Sunday after Pentecost, and we're looking at both the gospel lesson and the second reading. So I've got two springboards for you. Did I tell you you're looking nice today? I like how you're carrying yourself today. Yeah, that's great. Man, I love your smile. And that hat you're wearing, oh, that is fantastic. Where did you get those shoes? Those shoes light up when you walk in. Those are so cool. That's amazing. Your smile, it's warming my heart. It's great. I like it how every time I see you, you say hi to me. It makes my day. That's the first springboard. It's for the second reading, and it's talking about being generous, that we're to excel in generosity. So I'm thinking, when we talk to our kids, there's one thing about being generous with our monetary thing, and that's usually when Paul's talking about the offering that they're going to take to Jerusalem, about the offering for the poor, and so there's that connection. But I'm thinking with the kids, what are some of the ways that we can be generous? What are some of the ways that we can excel in generosity? And one is being generous with compliments, being generous with noticing the good around us, being generous and telling a person what we notice about them. And it can start with, your shoes, they're so fantastic. But I want to move it to where it's like, your smile changes my day. And just ways of noticing, acts of kindness, there's a cartoon that has a father and a son, and they're walking along, and one of them, the dad goes, hey, watch this. And they're talking about superpowers. Here's my superpower. Watch this. Hey, nice hat. And the guy's like, oh, thank you. And this being kind to the stranger, being kind to someone, it's a superpower. So looking at that act of generosity and about noticing the kids that are around you. And if you're filming this, if you're still doing live stream, if you're filming it, you can also tell a story about how you were complimented, or telling a story when someone noticed something about you, and whether it be how an act you did, or something you noticed about someone else, and talking about how the thing about being generous is that it sets up this it's like a slinky. And that might be also I'm processing out loud. The slinky, and the idea that it's this momentum that carries it. And you used to be able to get slinkies at the Dollar Tree, but the momentum, and that's the act of generosity, being generous. It just compels us to act. So anyway, that's springboard, slinky, spring. That's the springboard for the second reading. So for the gospel, I'm making sure I get the name, the Festival of Homiletics. The Luther Seminary had it online, and there was a sermon preached on this text, which was absolutely amazing. I could say life-changing. I mean, it was so moving, and my brain, someone will comment on here about it's Otis. All right, I'm back. I couldn't leave that. I was having a hard time remembering the preacher's name, and you'll know the name, but Reverend Dr. Otis Moss III. And I wanted to make sure I have the titles there as well. But he preached on this gospel lesson, and it was amazing. And the driving for, you've got nothing. This woman has nothing left to lose. There is this act of desperation, and Jesus sees her and claims her and names her daughter. And his sermon's just amazing. Anyway, so I'm looking at the springboard is the woman seeking out Jesus and being seen by Jesus, and this nothing left to lose. This is the godly play question would be: I wonder what this woman was. I wonder what this woman was feeling. I wonder what this woman's day would be like. I wonder what Jesus felt when he said that power flows out of me. I wonder, and all of this, and then, so we've got that, and so this one of the springboard I'm looking at. I was thinking about what would cause me to leap, just like out of desperation. And I had this image of leaping into a swimming pool after something, whether your phone be thrown in there, and in comparison, it's nothing, but that sense of when my daughter Oriah was younger, and Oriah stepped off of she didn't realize there was a step in a swimming pool, and she stepped and she went under, and the desperation of just going in and making sure, getting her out of the water, and that feeling. So all of that, it actually it's one of those things where at this point where it feels silly, but these diving octopuses kind of spoke to me, because these are octopuses that you throw into a swimming pool and they sink, and the idea is that in the game of diving in and seeing if you can get to them, and that sense of desperation and it's not desperation in this, but we're diving in, and I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to the octopus. I'm going to find that. It's on the ground. I'm going to go for it. And the woman who is it's that desperation, and the leader at the beginning who approaches Jesus, and there's the daughter, his daughter, and all of the things where it's like the seeking out and the need to seek out Jesus, and Jesus' response to everyone. So there's a springboard here, and it being seen by Jesus, being cared for. I'm still working on that, but this is the springboard for that. I keep getting pulled to the generosity text in the second reading. So those are springboards for us, and I hope one of these can help you in your crafting of your children's sermon, and even your worship and your sermon. So thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. I said at the beginning, but I mean it. I keep you in prayer. I lift up. I lift you guys. I lift you all up, and I'm glad you're with me. So peace, and we'll see you next week.